In this problem, they say, given a table of values of a function, find the values of the inverse function. So they give you a table for f of x, and they want you to determine f inverse of 1. Well, we know the domain and range switch for the inverse function. So right now, our domain for the f of x function is 1 through 12 here, and our range is -5 to 10. What we're going to do is we're going to write this new table, but we're going to write it for the inverse function. If I go to write it for the inverse function, I know the domain and range switch, so whatever the range is here, that is the domain for my inverse function. And the range, sorry, the domain of the original function would be the range of the inverse. So when they ask me for f inverse of 1, I can find that easily now by looking at 1 for an input for x. That would be a 3. Now I could have done that same thing with this original table by knowing when it says f inverse of 1 that the 1 would be the output for the f of x function. So I could have went here and then looked at the input and said that a equals 3. I just think writing a table makes it easier. That way then you can find f inverse of 8 or f inverse of 4, so on and so forth. F inverse of 8, you could look and see that's 11. F inverse of 4, you can see is 9. It just makes it a little easier to find all the values.